What I'm about to show you is the roadmap that will not only take your business to the next level, but every level after that as you keep implementing these strategies. I know this because I personally used this strategy to build a business from the ground up to 98 employees and almost 9 figures in revenue. I've exited 3 companies, and now I teach founders how to do the same thing. These are the exact tactics and the very same system that allowed me to go from being trapped in the weeds of my business, working 60 to 80 hours a week plus, to building businesses that ran without me there and that gave me my time, my freedom, and my options back. I've helped countless founders, agency owners, service providers, and trades business owners break through the exact chaos that you're living right now. I call it the capacity ceiling. It's where your days are probably a blur of putting out fires, jumping from an upset client call to chasing a late invoice to somehow still trying to sell and deliver the work. You're the first one in and the last one out. And even when revenue goes up, your profit doesn't. Deep down, you know that if you step away for even a week, the whole thing is going to fall apart. This is how you fix it. This is the Freedom Flywheel. And there are 3 main pillars to this flywheel. There's mindset, systems, and delegation. This isn't a one-time process. It's a continuous cycle of improvement. It's a flywheel that creates more time, more profit, and more freedom with each rotation around. First is mindset. If you're scattered personally, your business will be scattered too. And you can't scale chaos. That's why we start with the core 4: vision, growth, energy, opportunity. It comes down to these small things that you do to nurture these areas every single day. And it sounds basic, but here's the truth of the matter. You don't get to rise to the level of your goals and your hopes and aspirations. You fall to the level of your habits and your standards. So we implement the standards that will ensure that you become the version of you that you need to be in order to get the results that you want to have. Second is systems. Now with your mindset locked in, we look at creating the right systems to scale. This is where you gain the leverage. And it's not that hard. Listen, don't overcomplicate this. A system is simply anything that saves you time, money, and energy. Start stacking systems and you'll stop trading time for money. Like this. Capture your best work once, then turn it into an SOP or a playbook, a checklist, or an AI-driven workflow that your team or software can run without your presence there. But where do you begin? Where you start is with visibility and awareness. You've got to figure out where your current situation is. With a simple review of where your time goes, we can shine a light on what's really demanding your time and your energy and your focus. You can replace chaos with cadence and rhythm by creating the containers that organize your time, that stop the leaks and give you control of your calendar again. Look, this is where founders reclaim 5 to 10, sometimes 15 plus hours in their work week right away. Not because they're doing less, but because they're working on the right things at the right time and with the right energy. The third step is delegation. Now that you have improved visibility and documented systems, it's time to delegate and get things off of your plate. I can hear you now. You're saying every time I hire someone, I just have somebody new to manage. Every new person gives me more work to do, or it's just faster if I do it on my own. Look, I get it. But the reason that this is going on and on again is because you've been delegating without the right blueprint. We solved that problem with the Delegation Priority Pyramid. It tells you exactly what to offload first, so you know who to take it to, how to offload, and there's no guesswork involved. Start with an executive assistant, for example. Give them the exact same playbook that I use with mine, and have them manage your inbox and your calendar right from day one. On board, on the ball. DM me EA on Instagram and I'll send it to you. This alone could give you 5 hours back into your work week. After your first full rotation of the Freedom Flywheel, you'll have 10 to 15, even 20 hours back to put into scaling your business, your family time, or maybe getting a massage for once. Now that you've bought back a significant amount of your time, we fix your pipeline. Because most of you are probably still chasing after clients, and that can feel exhausting. Instead, we install systems and methods that attract clients, things like content magnets and spear starter methods to cut the overpriced agencies out where you don't even control your own lead flow. We'll transform your business from a desperate used car dealership feel that attracts everyone except your ideal customer to more of a white glove, top shelf luxury brand that speaks for itself. Joel, a founder that I work with, was stuck at $500,000 for years. He couldn't break through that ceiling. But within 12 months of implementing these systems, he hit $1.3 million, and he didn't do it by working any harder. In fact, he actually worked a few less hours, but he didn't have to micromanage his team. Look, if you don't make this shift, nothing changes for you. You'll keep adding work, and you will not add profit. You'll keep hiring people, they'll make you busier, and you'll keep hitting your capacity ceiling. But if you adopt a system and you step into this role of architect and designer instead of operator, you get your life back and your business becomes an asset, not just a job. Sarah was at $20,000 a month doing the job of 8 people and barely making payroll before she learned how to lead her team with the Freedom Flywheel Method. We installed repeatable systems and delegated them to her team. With a business that was no longer dependent on her as the founder to be there in every little detail, she quickly sold the business in a multi-million-dollar deal in less than a year. So here's the takeaway. You don't need to work harder. You need a system. Look, I know the grind. I've lived the grind. But I knew that if I wanted to realize the goals that I'd set for myself, and if I wanted the time with my family, I had to stop trading my time for dollars. The Freedom Flywheel Method that I just showed you has been refined and proven after decades of scaling and exiting my own businesses. I've also watched it transform dozens and dozens of founders across multiple industries, from tech to the trades, who thought that they would be stuck forever. Rick couldn't break past the $3 million in revenue for over a decade, but the biggest shift took place with him when he learned how to let go of $30 problems and begin building his opportunity pipeline. This year, he's on track to do well over $4 million, and he's just getting started. He's only a few months in. So if you're ready to reclaim your time, to grow your profits, and build a business that actually can run without you, DM me GROW on Instagram. I'll send you my Founder Freedom Playbook 100% for free.